Hey, I'm Madals, and today we're going to be looking at 5 things that is going to make your range DPS in World of Warcraft way better. This guide is designed for anyone who is either just wanting to up the meters a little bit, or if you're in Mythic, trying to get up to the right top and push the top end of content. There also may be a bonus tip, so stay tuned till the end. Step 1. Know your damn class. Now, this may seem like the most obvious tip anyone could give you, but this isn't just about knowing your basic rotation. It's about knowing what tools you've got available to you, when you should be using them, your talents, your essences, your best Azerite, optimizing your gear, and really just making sure that you are getting the most that you can get out of your class and keeping up to date with the latest research. Great example of this is Frost Mages. In patch 8.2, there was a whole new style of play where you didn't cast Ice Lance. Now, those sort of things you'll only find out by staying up to date with your class Discord, and also making sure that you've read all the guides on Wowhead, on Icy Veins, you've watched YouTube videos like mine on Fire Mage, so you are always up to speed on how you should be playing your class in the current patch. Awesome. Number 2, do not forget that it's not just about you, it's about the fight. Every single PvE fight has tactics, has ways to optimize, and have ways to play well. But again, it's how your raid does it, how your raid team does it. There's loads of guides and videos out there, and for most bosses, especially on Mythic, there'll be different strategies and techniques different guilds use. So make sure you're up to speed about how your class is playing those different strategies. You know the fight well, you know the timings, you know when you should be using your cooldowns, when you should be optimizing your damage most, when you've got big burst windows, and play around that. It's a learning experience, take notes, and make sure you practice, practice, practice. Wait, don't go. I know point 1 and 2 was pretty basic, but we're getting to the good stuff now. 3 is a real big one. As a range DPS, you need to always be casting. It's the ABCs of range DPS. Now, it's inevitable. There's times you're going to have to move for boss mechanics or various other things. And really, your biggest goal is making sure that you are always casting in those periods. So that's your instant cast spells, your filler spells, or your defensive abilities. So as a Fire Mage, casting Scorch if you've got a Fire Blast you can throw out. Using Blazing Barrier if you've got to do a little bit of movement. Basically, it's not having downtime. Because if you're not casting anything, you're not doing any damage or gaining any utility. Always be casting. Beware. Tip number 4 for doing more damage as a ranged DPS is a cool one. And it comes straight off the back of number 3. While you should always be casting, you want to be minimizing your movement, because no class in this game does better running around like a headless chicken than they do standing still, blasting the boss. Now, obviously there's times you've got to move, and it's about knowing those times that you need to move, and how you can minimize the amount you move, and how you can plan ahead for them. So again, speaking from a Fire Mage perspective, but this is applicable to all classes, is that if I'm a Fire Mage and I know that in the next 10 seconds I'm going to have to move, I don't want to be blowing down combustion. It's going to be a bad use of that cooldown, and it's going to really, really hurt my DPS. So I'll save it for 10 seconds, which isn't what some guides would say, where it's say, use this on cooldown. But it's about using your head and thinking, when can I get the best gain out of this? Tip number 5 for really upping your DPS isn't anything you do in-game. Actually, it's about staying cool. Just relax, sit back, take a breath. Know what you need to do, and stay calm. And there's some great ways you can do this. If there's points you're getting flustered in, have mental triggers that you're going to have during the fight. When this happens, I'm going to think this. Like a tornado on Radiance in the Eternal Palace. When I see those tornadoes, I'm going to think, always be casting. Have a plan, it'll keep you calm, and it'll keep you focused and performing more consistently. Now, a bonus tip, number 6. Well, this one is a bit different to the others, and that's weak auras. It's an add-on. If you do not have it, you need to get it if you want to be serious about doing great DPS. There is a range of weak auras, from everything from boss mechanics to your class mechanics, to timers, to custom ones you can make yourself. There is a whole repository of them, and if you check the description down below, I will link you to some sites where you can find more weak auras, and you've got to be using them. They are fantastic, and they will really up your gameplay if you aren't already using them. So a quick recap on that. Know your class, know the fight, ABC, always be casting, plan ahead, stay cool, and get some good weak auras. Get those in the mix, get those working well, and your DPS will be skyrocketing before you know it. As always, if you enjoy my videos, leave a comment below with any questions, I will answer them. Check out my stream on twitch.tv/Madals. And finally, hit the subscribe button and tick the little bell to get notifications of when a new video is up. Thanks for watching.